Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the 35th video in the Learning and Evolving from Past Practitioner series, a video series that aims to introduce important historical figures in the internal self martial arts and Xiudao practice. Before we move forward, let's first watch an old video, which is a short demonstration. In my previous videos, I have shared a great deal of material introducing Ba Gua or Ba Gua Zhang. Moreover, in some of my earliest videos, I have already introduced training methods that differ from the Dong Haichuan lineage. At the same time, in many of my videos, I have positioned Dong Haichuan as the primary disseminator of Ba Gua. In other words, beyond the system transmitted by Dong Haichuan, there are still other lineages and systems in existence. For that reason, I also introduced the Yin-Yang Ba Gua Zhang or Yin-Yang 8-plate palm, and in an Q&A section, I mentioned that whenever the opportunity arose, I would introduce another Ba Gua system, Yin-Yang Ba Gua Zhang. Today, I will introduce the most crucial figure who served as the link between the past and the future in that system, Tian Hui. In the process, I will also introduce the basic information of Yin-Yang Ba Gua Zhang. Tian Hui was born in 1924 and passed away in 1994. He was the 9th generation head and lineage holder of the Tian family Yin-Yang Ba Gua Zhang. He was from Tanggu, Tianjin. Born into a martial arts family, he began learning the family's inherited Yin-Yang Ba Gua at the age of 8, under the strict supervision of his father, Tian Yushan. He later moved to Beijing, where he devoted himself to teaching this inherited Ba Gua system. Regarding that style, its basic historical background is as follows. Tian family Yin-Yang Ba Gua Zhang is the Taoist martial art system originally created by two Taoist priests, Biyun and Jingyun, in the late Ming and the early Qing dynasties. It is based on the yin-yang and the 8-trigram theory of the Book of Changes or I Ching, and integrates biomimetic movement characteristics derived from 8 animals: python, lion, tiger, bear, snake, horse, monkey, and rock or peng. Its technical system consists of an 8-form, 8-trigram framework. Each form contains 8 palm postures. Each posture includes 3 component palms for a total of 192 component palms, forming a twisting, spiraling, and sitting topping palm method that integrates offense and defense and unites internal and external training. After being transmitted secretly through 9 generations, including Tian Hui, this system was systematically organized and publicly promoted by the 10th generation inheritor, Tian Keyan. It is particularly worth noting that over the past several decades, Tian Keyan, as Tian Hui's son, has taught this art in a systematic manner and can be regarded as the figure who revitalized the lineage. According to my personal observation and research, this martial system still preserves many characteristics of classical Chinese martial arts, especially some early features of Ba Gua. For example, its footwork mainly uses triangular steps and small circle walking, employing 鹤行步 or crane stepping. The current popular emphasis on large circle or circular walking in Ba Gua reflects the changes that occurred after the art became widespread in Beijing. What is even more rare is that this lineage still focuses primarily on the training of martial power and martial application. Its martial style is entirely oriented toward proactive offense and defense, which is the key feature of traditional martial arts. Through the refinement and development by several generations of the Tian family, especially the systematic organization by Tian Hui and Tian Keyan, the theory and training content of this style has become comprehensive. Its training framework includes the theoretical foundations of 8 characters, 8 directions, 8 forms, 8 bodies, 8 steps, 8 powers, and 8 harmonies, and so on. 8 characters, 乾坎艮震巽离坤兑, which is the philosophical foundation from I Ching applied in Ba Gua Zhang. 8 directions, east, south, west, north, northeast, southwest, southeast, northwest, representing different combat directions. 8 forms, python, lion, tiger, bear, snake, horse, monkey, rock, which provide the martial technique foundation extracted from different animal movements. 8 bodies. Waist is like a python's, head is like a lion's, hip is like a tiger's, back is like a bear's, arm is like a snake's body, leg is like a horse's, shoulders is like a monkey's, feet is like a rock's. 8 steps, 站 or standing, 撵 or twisting, 扣 or hooking, 顺 or following, 转 or turning, 踏 or stamping, 穿 or piercing, 赶 or pursuing. 8 palm techniques, 扎 or thrusting, 抱 or embarrassing, 竖 or erecting, 踏 or striking, 点 or pointing, 握 or grabbing, 捶 or dropping, and 削 or cutting. 8 powers, 滚 or rolling, 钻 or drilling, 争 or contending, 裹 or wrapping, 按 or pressing, 弹 or springing, 坐 or sitting, 顶 or topping. 8 harmonies, shoulders harmonized with hips, elbows with knees, hands with feet, hands with elbows, leg with hand, spirit with intent, qi with force, internal with external. Regarding the emergency of this style, especially the teaching of this system in Beijing by Tian Hui and Tian Keyan, it led to conflicts with the Ba Gua community in Beijing. According to practitioners of the Dong Haichuan lineage in Beijing, they believed that this system did not exist in parallel to Dong Haichuan system. Some individuals even went so far as to fabricate claims regarding Tian Hui's lineage transmission. Later, to prove the origin of this family's martial system, besides working hard to introduce and promote this style, Tian Keyan took legal action against those who spread rumors under the pretext of academic research. Using the law as the means of defending martial arts rights was quite rare at the time. Of course, the so-called research conducted by certain Ba Gua authorities in Beijing was also based on their passion for the Donghaichuan system and their desire to preserve the perceived purity of Ba Gua. However, to use slanders as a method of research against the martial art with the complete theoretical system and a clear lineage of transmission is itself fundamentally wrong. Although I personally primarily practice the Donghaichuan system, I still feel it necessary to state my position on this issue. If there's an interest in the community, I will introduce these matters in more details in future videos. Tian Hui did not leave behind any videos recordings. However, his son Tian Keyan has produced a large amount of instructional material. Through Tian Keyan's demonstrations, we can gain an appreciation of the distinctive characteristics of this lineage. First, demonstration of rock form by Tian Keyan. Second, demonstration of application by Tian Keyan. So that was Tian Hui. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all found today's topic interesting and informative. Please post any further questions about Tian Hui, his practice and his lineage in the comment section. I will answer them for you in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time and enjoy your practice.